the ticket scalping is a huge problem right now for the whole industry, for the ticketing industry right now. And most of the ticketing providers are trying to solve it. And how the ticketing providers are solving it right now, it's either prohibiting the resale platform. So they are not even introducing resales, which means for the end user or end client who is using the ticketing software right now, they are losing money. How they are trying to solve it is basically to prohibit the bots doing some KYC for the clients and implement some financial fraud mechanism that prevent financial fraud. But mainly, how we can combat this scalping is basically to prevent people reselling or give them a way how they can verify that this resale platform, we need to give them a tool to verify if it's a valid ticket from the initial event organizer or it's a fraud ticket. So we are not even fighting with the scalpers, we're also fighting with the fraudulent activities, with people who is trying to resell their tickets. So to be honest, biometric is the way how the people will be accessing the premises. It's basically the access control. And of course, if you want to combat scalping, combat resale, we need to force everyone to start using biometrics. But then you need to prohibit transferring the ticket, which is also, again, it's not feasible for most of the event organizers because people are buying tickets. We are allowing them to buy 2, 3, 4, or even 10 tickets in a row, and then they are transferring all these tickets to their guests. It definitely will work with biometrics because we will understand that these people is not allowed to enter, or it will allow it only with recognized biometrics. And of course, fake accounts, even with the fake biometrics, will be prohibited, right?
Now, my question is, because you mentioned a lot of concepts on how to potentially solve the problem. And one of them, if you want to stop the transferring of the tickets, that poses a big limitation to fans, because if you stop if you stop this possibility, then if for example, if I get injured, I get sick, or I just cannot travel to that game, then I'm going to lose my money. I think that's not going to work in operations wise.
That's true. That's true. This is the huge limitation of the overall ticketing operation on the venue.
And good. So what I wanted to also refer to is that it's not only the part on entering with your face or with your biometrics, but we want to already start the process of linking the ticket to the face. So what do I mean by that? And to say it very simply, what we want to do is that when you're buying a ticket or when you're creating an account for buying a ticket, for example, with a club or any other organization, then you have a process where you take a photo of your document from both sides, followed by a selfie. And this is a process known as KYC, which many people might know from banking. And it is doing specifically two very important points. One, it's making sure that exactly fraudulent people are not able to buy a ticket. Secondly, it's blocking bots, because we know that bots do not have faces and they do not have identity documents.